This has to be one of the saddest things I've seen in a long time, and I've seen quite a bit over the years. Folks, as always, welcome to the channel. Being better prepared is what we try to do here. An important part of that is understanding what's happening in the world. One of the things that is happening in the world that's going to affect us all and is affecting us all now is the demographic collapse. In case you're not aware, we don't have enough children being born. We don't have enough new people. Why? Because people don't want to, because there's been agendas going on for decades now that are anti-family, anti-women, anti-men, anti-new people being made, anti-reproduction, and the rights of getting rid of little babies instead of actually having them as you should, right? Instead of, well, they're horrible. But all of this has a consequence, and the consequence is that we have an aging population all over the world. One of the worst off countries regarding this happens to be Japan. Meet the elderly Japanese women who keep committing crimes to stay in jail. They just go shoplifting. Any kind of crime they can commit so as to go back to jail, because that's the only place in which they don't feel lonely. It's crazy, but it's real. Check this out.
Despite what you see, this is no nursing home. It's Japan's biggest women's prison.
I celebrated my 81st birthday in here.
Tochigi Women's Prison is on the front lines of Japan's loneliness epidemic among seniors. 1 in 5 inmates here are elderly. You see it in the wrinkled hands gripping walls. Hear it in the slow shuffle of walkers. And you feel it too. A strange serenity blankets this place. Security more a formality than a necessity.
This is the first and only security checkpoint that we've gone through to enter this prison.
Inside, we see inmate after inmate, with gray hair, bent backs. The 81-year-old prisoner, who's anonymous to protect her privacy, tells me she's here for shoplifting. But it's not her first time behind bars. 20 years ago, she was in for the same crime, she says. The only way she knew how to get back to prison.
When I got caught this time, I thought, I don't care what happens to me anymore. I want to die. I don't care if I live or not. I can't tell you how difficult it is to be alone.
Japan's crime rate is one of the lowest in the world. But its prison system is now flooded with senior inmates, who increasingly see prison as home.
There's no one to take care of them outside, and they're repeatedly abandoned. They come here because they don't have anywhere else to go.
The Japanese government says the country's aging population means more lonely seniors and a surge in elderly crime. In the last 20 years, the number of elderly inmates has nearly quadrupled.
That's crazy.
And it's changing life here for everyone.
Quadrupled, not doubled, quadrupled the amount of elderly crime. They do it so as to not be alone. Right, if you don't have an elderly home, you're completely on your own, you don't have any kids, you don't have anyone to look after you, well, yeah, you commit a crime, you get a room, you get 4 meals a day, I assume, or 3 meals, you get company, you get a guard telling you, go here, there, you get other people to talk with. I get it. It is sad, but I do get it.
Now we have to change their diapers, help them bathe.
For everyone.
Now we have to change their diapers, help them bathe, eat. At this point, it feels more like a nursing home than a prison full of convicted criminals.
Nursing home.
This inmate, in for drug use, tells me she earned her nursing license behind bars after spending so much time caring for elderly prisoners. We are shown a workshop where guards don't bark orders, but help elderly prisoners with their medicine, making sure they don't hurt themselves. Meals are taken in cells, alone and in silence. But for some, just knowing someone's nearby is enough.
My son tells me to disappear. He says, I don't care when you die. They are very good people in this prison. I am very thankful that in prison, I can live a regular life every day.
With no one and nowhere to go, some of Japan's elderly are choosing a life of crime. as freedom is a cheap price to pay for the chance to not die alone.
God damn it, man. That is that is pretty depressing. I don't know what to tell you. You know, it is one of those things where you understand why it's going on. And you know the crazy thing here? The worst part is there's nothing we can do. At this point right now, there's nothing we can do to change this. This is already a foregone story. This is it. This is how humanity ends. Alone, old, and, pissing your own diapers. That's how we will all end. We will see, unless you are already almost there, that's how it ends for it. Man, I can't emphasize this enough. Family, relationships, people, friend, family. What used to be literally sacred for us, right? Family. That was all very carefully tailored, planned, taken away from all of us. They wanted us in this position. They want us like this. They want all of us easy to control, happy to be thrown in a cell. For Christ, happy to be in a cell just so as to not be alone, because you willingly gave up everything. You willingly gave up everything that really matters. And there's still people out there that think, no, man, I'm better off on my own. I have more money for myself. I have more time. There's people that are successful, that are very wealthy, and they will tell you, no, why would I want kids? It's better if I have everything for myself. Yeah. What's the point of having kids? This is all for me. My time, my money, everything, my energy. It's all going to be for me. This is the fucking disease that has been spread in society, that even for people that can easily have a family, they choose not to. No. Why? Why would I? No, this is much better. You think it's any different? Once you're that age, you think it's going to make any difference how much money you have in a bank account? It's going to change anything? No, man. It is incredible. But that's the way it is. That's the world in which we live in. Take it, guys. See you next time.